Never let a crisis go to waste, especially when you can hustle America's word, racism. What's going on at the border? Racist. Now, just protecting the borders and not allowing whoever, all of these unvetted people in nice and easy, if you think about stopping them, that's racist. Can't blame the racist white supremacist ex-president Donald Trump, 45. He's not nowhere to be found. There is Kamala Harris, who is actually in charge of protecting the borders. And she's just talking about, oh, we got to look into an investigation. We'll look into investigation thoroughly. They don't really care about who comes into this country. We got an open border country right now. Do they really care about America's safety when it comes to the vaccine and the COVID-19 shutdown and you got to wear a mask? I went to the courthouse the other day and you still got to wear a mask. Vaccinated, unvaccinated. Some places like in New York, you're not even allowed to go to a restaurant unless you can show a vaccination card. Meanwhile, they letting all these illegal immigrants in, Haitians, nothing against the Haitians. I don't blame them, because if I was in their situation, I would come too, especially if the borders are open and the administration is not going to stop anybody from coming in. Why not take advantage of it? We have an open border country. And if America is so racist, check out some of these other country borders that got way stricter laws on you coming into their country illegally. See how it work out. Try to go to any other country and just walk straight into into the interior of their country and get caught doing it and see what happens. I get it. The optics look bad. White man on horse with a horse rein and a cowboy hat. Yeah, and then the way the picture was taken, it looked like he's whipping a black person or a person of color. It looked like they just out, these are slave owners and they're stopping these slaves. And we got race hustlers like Maxine Waters saying that what's going on at the border is worse than slavery. I'm gonna show you a video because y'all don't believe me. She literally said what's going on at the border is worse than slavery. However, America is not going out hunting down black people. They're not hunting down Spanish people or Puerto Rican people, nothing. Anybody that's crossing that border, they're not going out to hunt them down. They're voluntarily coming to this country. So it's nothing like slavery. Nothing. Because these people are voluntarily coming. And it's like a couple of horse rangers, like at the end of the day, this all could have been nipped in the bud if we would have did this one thing. We heard about it a couple of years ago from the Orange Man. We should have built a wall.
Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall. Build that wall.
We should have built a wall. Yes, a wall wouldn't be perfect. Would a wall stop all illegal immigrants from getting in? No. But would we have a huge crisis? Would it make it harder for them? Let me ask you, if you are an illegal immigrant trying to sneak into the country, do you think it would make it easier or harder if there was a wall there? Do nothing at the border? But the thing is, the Democrats, they don't really care too much about the illegal immigrants that's sneaking in. The reason why they don't care to really stop them is because they believe that they're all going to get over here and start voting illegally for the Democratic Party. So why stop them when they figure they could benefit off of it? And that's the reason why they want open borders. They don't care about us and our safety. And the main places when these illegal immigrants come over, whether they're Haitian or Spanish, when they come over here, guess who it affects? It affects the inner cities for the most part. Not all of them are coming over here for violence, but some of them are. We should literally let people in our country not fingerprint them, not vet them or anything, find out who they are, where they coming from. They might be a complete serial killer or a sick wacko, and we don't know who they are. If they could just come in. I thought the left cares so much about the vaccine and keeping us all safe and nobody can get sick and we need to stop the spread and it's a new variants and Dr. Fauci said wear a mask. We have to be afraid. Social distancing. Please don't touch each other. And we letting people just flee into the country unvetted by the thousands and nobody should do anything. For the most part, America is pretty liberal. We pretty much just letting everybody in. Like I said, try this in another country. And look at Maxine Waters, the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, the Maxine Waters who was saying that, if Derek Chauvin don't get prosecuted, we gonna whatever to this country. Yeah, that Maxine Waters, the Wicked Witch of the West, who've been in politics for over 100 years.
What the hell are we doing here? What we witnessed takes us back hundreds of years. What we witnessed was worse than what we witnessed in slavery. Cowboys with their reins again, whipping black people, Haitians, into the water where they're scrambling and falling down when all they're trying to do is escape from violence.
Okay, so if you use a rein, that basically help control the horse. Apparently, sometimes the horse don't always listen to you tap in it with your foot or whatever. So you got to use the rein and swing it, and then the horse resists it, so it goes the opposite way. They was not using these things that so-called look like whips to beat black people like old slavery time. Like Maxine Waters completely just race hustling, and she always take advantage of whenever she can race hustle. They all do it. We got people from CNN, MSNBC, all of these, they all race hustling. They're all using it. The photos look bad. Most black people, we don't really know that much about riding a damn horse. So yeah, it looks like a whip to us. Like black people are being whipped. No police force at all, or even at the border control, are handing out whips to law enforcement to whip people. It wouldn't even make no sense. A whip, all that's going to do is make me want to run even faster once I get whipped straight to the interior of America. Now, the thing is, it's like, okay, we got the big dummy, Charlemagne the God. He's a race hustler. I told y'all previously, he don't even like white people in the first place. So, of course, he's taking advantage of it. Kwame Brown, I think he called him Charlemagne the lesser charge. Like, this guy get away with all kinds of stuff anyway. So Charlemagne the God is race hustling, talking about, it's unhumane, and look at what they do to black people, and this is so unfair, and racism is still alive and well. It's like, okay, so we should just do nothing? Like, what should we should do nothing if people want to come straight into the border? And the reason why a lot of these Haitians, some of them actually speak Spanish because they actually been in South America for years. They already been there just waiting for their day to come, because they like, hey, if Trump don't get re-elected, it's open border for us. Everybody going to have a good time. So the thing about it is, Charlemagne the God, the Breakfast Club, they are traditional race hustlers. They're paid by liberals anyway. It's a liberal media, and it's just not like that in reality. Like, black people are not just getting whipped with whips trying to cross the border. We have to vet them. Kamala Harris is doing a horrible job patrolling the borders, but I want you to check out what he got to say.
The donkey of the day for Tuesday, September 21st, goes to the U.S. border agents who are using horses and whips to deter Haitian migrants from entering the United States of America. You heard me right. U.S. border agents who are using horses and whips to deter Haitian migrants from entering the United States of America. Salute to all my Haitian massive. Sac passe. Lord knows I love Haitians. Okay, drop on the clues bombs for the Haitian massive. some of the most loyal people you will ever meet on this planet. This to me is not just about, these migrants being Haitians, though. This is about them being humans. And what is happening at the border is inhumane. But inhumanity is the American way, okay? I am not shocked by anything this country does to people of color. All right, we have to stop acting shocked when we see these things and simply say to ourselves, this is America. Always has been, and if we don't start knucking when this country is bucking, it always will be. If you haven't seen the pictures, nothing I can say out of my mouth will do it any justice. I wish I knew this one particular U.S. border agent's name, okay, but a picture was taken of this U.S. Border Patrol agent on horseback with a whip. All right, the El Paso Times reported the agent had swung his whip and charged his horse at people trying to cross, shouting, "Let's go, get out now, back to Mexico." A Reuters report described the law enforcement officer.
Like I said, completely ridiculous, and this is what I'm talking about, and this is how we keep everything divided. I'm actually planning on doing a video based off of the Willie Lynch letter, so everybody stay tuned for that, because like I said, all of this stuff is meant to divide us. Like, it's pushing racism, like, oh, they don't like black people, and it's like, no, like, you cannot be a non-American citizen and just feel that you could just walk in. Like I said, try this crap in another country and see how it work out for you. See if they're just as nice as America is. See if they send a little nice white cowboy man out with a rein to slow you down. You see what tactics they use in other countries when you decide to unlawfully cross their border. Now, I appreciate everybody who subscribed to my channel. I notice my numbers are going up, and it's thanks to all of you out there spreading the word, spreading the message for Nate Savage. I appreciate that. It's helping me get through so much. I've been dealing with some personal issues in my life that I'm gonna tell y'all about in the future in a little bit. Hey, I love my YouTube family. Thank you for supporting me. Shout out to y'all. And we're going to talk shortly. Thanks.